So Blair, are our guests getting younger or are we getting older?
I think we're just getting older.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, our guest tonight is a baby. She could be our baby. She's younger than our babies.
Yeah.
But she's fun and she's energetic. And I can't wait to hear her stories because I know she's going to spill.
I sure hope so.
All right, let's get into it.
Welcome to If This Bar Could Talk, a podcast about bartenders and the stories they have to tell, as well as the storied history of cocktails, spirits, and bars. I'm Blair Beavers, and here's your host, Leanne Sims.
Jordan Garber, welcome to our podcast.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here and spill the tea.
We are excited to talk to you. And normally we wait to start drinking until like the middle of the podcast, but we went ahead and started at the beginning with just a shot of Doers.
That's the Jordan way of doing things.
The Jordan way of doing
things. Take a shot before you start anything important.
There you go. And
Kids.
So tell me the stories of Scotch and your bar.
So I work at Soul Bar, and it's such a cool bar to work at because I get like so down the middle of people ordering things. There's like obviously your Tito's and cranberry, but then there's definitely the guys who come and they want their brown water, and they're very, very particular about their Scotch. If they see that we have something, they are like, I want that. It could be like $50 and that's pocket change to them. They're like, I don't care, I want a double. I'm like, okay, let's do it. Then we have Lafroig, which I was mentioning earlier before we started. That is like, I think that like, it's like, as Blair mentioned, it's a campfire in your mouth. It's like, if you can't find a campfire, just take a shot of Lafroig and you're basically at one.
Right.
Lots of people love that because of how peaty it is. So that one's really popular. We have a lot of Oban. People love that. And just like your regular Glenlivet. I mean, can't pass that up. $12, you know. You can shoot a couple of those before a business meeting.
Yeah. So you must get a very interesting mix of people at your bar being at the Joseph Hotel, right?
Oh, yeah.
Have you met any famous people yet?
So I made a couple cocktails for Dan Aykroyd. However, I didn't get to talk to him because it was through room service. But when I tell you that was the best twist of lemon I've ever done, it was. I was like, this is beautiful.
Believe you.
It was beautiful. I was like, he is touching the same glass that I'm touching. I was like, oh my God. Of course, I like took a little taste of it and I was like, God, that's amazing. He's going to love it. I used his own vodka, the Crystal Head vodka. Yeah. It was pretty good. And then I got to keep it, and it's sitting in my living room right now.
Oh, nice.
As a base.
That's cool.
One dead rose is inside of it. It's pretty on brand for me.
So how long have you been bartending now?
In total, about 5 years. I started being a bar back at the Bogey, which was...
Like up there by the zoo?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, that place is a compound. I made drinks for Urban Meyer. That was cool. I refilled his water once, and I was like so nervous. I was like, "Go Bucks!" And I poured it, and I like missed the glass. I poured it on the ground, and I was like, "All right, good thing we're sitting outside." Now I'm gonna go inside and pack my things because I'm pretty sure I'm fired. Then I went to Bar 145 in Grandview, which is a bourbon bar. Yeah. And I mean, like for being just kind of like a neighborhood bar, they actually had pretty good bourbons, and that's where I learned a lot about bourbon. So I'm like a bourbon gal, for sure.
So are you enjoying being a bartender?
Yeah, I mean, it started as a side job when I got out of college, and now I'm like, this is really fun. And it like actually pays the bills. So I'm like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right. Well, when we were at Soul Bar this past week, the people sitting next to us were just raving about how wonderful you are. So I think you're a natural behind the bar. I think you found your calling.
I'm a natural behind the bar and in front of the bar. Anywhere around the bar, I'm really good when I'm there.
All right. So let's get into it with your bar stories. I know you have some good ones. Lay it on us.
All right. Well, I was actually, before I came here, I was at Watershed with my mom. And I was telling her the story of this is an amazing story. Okay, so I get people from all over. I mean, we were at our slow season, but now it's starting to pick back up a little bit. And when I was in college, I had a radio show, and we would have this segment called The Boston Mom, where we would like talk in, our Boston accents. So there was a woman sitting at the bar, and she goes, "Hey, darling, can I get a Tito's on the rocks?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course you can." She's like, "Can I get some olives?" And I was like, "Yeah, regular or blue cheese?" And when I said blue cheese, she about shit herself. She was like, "You have blue cheese olives?" And I was like, "Yeah, girl, I stuffed them myself." And she was like, "Oh my God, make it three cubes, a double pour, and I want 3 of those olives. Please sink them in there." I was like, "All right, let's do it." I gave it to her, and she's sitting down, and she proceeds to tell me a story about her mother-in-law. She goes, "Can you believe this? Can you believe this?" And I'm like, "Well, what? You haven't even told me the story yet." She's like, "My mother-in-law wanted to give her other son White Castle so bad, right? So she has me get on a plane, buys me a ticket, and I fly down to Maryland with White Castle for her son, right? Do you know how bad White Castle smells on a plane? White Castle is not meant to be on a plane. It's meant to be eaten and regretted at 3:30 in the morning." So I'm like, okay, oh my God. And then she's like, "And why do you think I divorced him?" She's like, "I had to deal with that all the time." So then she starts talking about her son who goes to Ohio University. She says, "With Logan, I swear to God, I pay the bills for Tony's. I go there all the time. He goes there all the time. I don't think I pay rent for his apartment because he lives there." And I was like, oh my God. So this other couple sits down and they're chatting, and he's like, "Hi, I'm Bob." And she's like, "Hi, I'm Sue." And she's like, "Hey, it's Karen." And I was like, "You are such a Karen." It was amazing. I couldn't have pictured a more perfect Karen in the whole world. I was like, I was going to tell a story about her to someone else and say, "And I bet you her name was Karen." And it was. I can't tell if I've been working behind the bar too long that I can now guess people's names, or if she was just that much of a Karen.
And that's hilarious.
And then when she left, she like paid for her bill, and then she left me a 20, and she's like, "I bartended in college, and I know how you get taxed on tips. Plus, this is half for all the olives I ate." I was like, I love that.
That's so cool. So it must be nice to working in such a gorgeous place with all that amazing artwork.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's like when we're dead, which isn't very often, but like on those slow days, it's like at least I can sit around and look at cool stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's way better than working in a dingy bar where like I'm looking around at gnats and sticky shit and broken glass from 5 years ago and expired bottles of coconut milk. I'm like, ew. Whenever I'm at work, I'm like, God, everything is so clean and nice and everyone's so pretty. It's like I don't want to leave.
Yeah, it's very cool. So you haven't been a craft bartender for that long though, right?
No, I haven't. I've kind of picked this up I would sit around and watch the YouTube videos about craft cocktails and stuff. So, I mean, I knew what to do. And I mean, I definitely was experienced in like Manhattans and old fashions. So that was easy. But when it comes to like the fancy stuff, I was like, oh, but I picked it up so fast. I was like, oh, this is totally chill.
Well, you have the best mentor ever.
Oh,
in
Kyle
Strategier. He's amazing.
Like, I'm obsessed with him. Like,
He
I watching him
knows
making
everything.
a drink. I'm like, oh my God, he is a walking, living, breathing
Isn't that
encyclopedia.
crazy? Yeah.
He's like Wikipedia, but as a human. He even can give you all the sources.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yes,
He is something else. He is really amazing.
Yeah, he's so talented, and he's like winning like best bartender
Yeah.
in the world.
As he
Midwest,
should.
but in the world, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Plus, he
really
taught me,
is.
so he's freaking good.
What's your favorite cocktail to make?
Well, it's an old fashioned, just because I've perfected it.
Okay.
It's like, I mean, everyone always asks, everyone says that, but I swear to God, every time I make one, people freak the fuck out.
Okay.
They're like, it's
All right.
so good. And I'm like, I know. And I drink them all the time around the city, and I'm always nitpicking something about it.
Yeah.
So I swear mine's really good.
Okay.
But I also really like to make like last call, like last word.
Last word,
But I
yeah.
also made one called the last call, so that's
Okay.
why I get it mixed up. Because when I want people to leave, I'm like, take this. It's like 100% green chartreuse, so they fall asleep. Like, thank you. Negronis are really fun. I love making gin like a Ramos gin fizz is also my favorite because I get to flex on people, and I feel like my biceps have started to grow by doing it. So it's really fun to like see it work pay off. So it's good.
Okay, tell us about your perfect old fashioned then.
So I know everyone has a thing about like no muddling fruit, but it depends on the cherry. So I like take a good cherry and you like put it in there.
Like a
and-
Luxardo or a
the
Amarino.
Amarino, those are my favorite.
Okay.
So I'll do one of those and like layer it on with the bitters, not too much, but like not the standard amount, a little more.
Okay.
Reagan 6 orange bitters, just a dash of simple syrup. And when you muddle that cherry, it gives like a little bit of a tartness. So you don't need as much simple syrup.
So no orange, just cherry.
But orange bitters.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I do orange bitters,
Gotcha.
but then I'll like do a wash in the glass of an orange rind.
Okay.
And then when I put the sphere in, I'll like wash the sphere around with
Okay,
orange.
tell us what you mean about wash.
I just like
Rub
like,
the...
like finger the glass with an orange. I don't know. I'm like, this is what I do. Like,
Okay.
I just really get it in there. You
Rub
know?
the orange around the glass.
All around, inside, around the leg. Yeah. And
Okay.
then when you put the ice cube in, then I could like let it chill there for a minute, and then I'll put the bourbon in, and then I'll stir it up with some ice.
Swish it around.
Swish it around. Gotta make it all good. And then I just pour it over. I don't know like if it's like. Because I never measure anything. I don't know if it's because I like feel it out, and maybe they're different every time. I really don't know. But every time, like I've had people come back, like people that live in Columbus, that are like, "Is Jordan working?" And if I'm not working, then they don't get the old fashioned.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's that good. Well, I can't,
can't
wait to
wait.
try this.
I know.
I think it's time to take a break.
Is that what you're going to make for
I'm
us?
making a twist on that, but it's called Mommy's Summer Secret.
Mommy's Summer Secret.
Yeah.
I love that. Is that something that's on the menu?
No, I just made it up.
Was
You
that
just made it up?
inspired by your
Fun.
mother?
Well, it was inspired by, the name of Mommy's Summer Secret is when you push your kids out of the house this summer with like 75 cents. It might be like $1.50 now with inflation. I don't know. To go to the ice cream truck and you shove them like 14 blocks down the road and you get that 5 minutes of solitude. That gives you enough time to make Mommy's Summer Secret,
I like it.
which
All
is
right.
basically
All right.
a bourbon root beer float.
Oh. Bourbon
Okay.
root beer float. That sounds
Yes.
interesting.
And for a limited time, we're going to throw in a get out of jail free card where if you want to give your kid a taste to help them fall asleep, we won't tell anyone.
All right. Well, this, I think, is a good time to take a break and make a cocktail.
Let's do it.
All right. And we are back with Mommy's Summer Secret, Jordan Garber's very summery, fancy riff on an old fashioned. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Okay, I need to see everyone's reaction because it's really good. Not to toot my own horn.
Oh, that is good. So we've got, what have we got in here?
So I kind of like halved the recipe a little bit, but there is, because I wasn't sure how melted the ice cream was, so I was like, we're gonna have this in case the ice cream's super melted. But so typically it would be like, I like 3 ounces, but we can do 2. 2 ounces of bourbon, about an ounce or like 0.75 of Luxardo. I just used that because I saw it and I thought that'd be good. Liqueur, and then I do like 3 to 4 dashes of cherry bitters, and I would typically do about 3 to 4 dashes of vanilla bitters, but I substituted that with vanilla extract, which basically does the same thing because all I really wanted was that vanilla note when you taste it with the bourbon not from the ice cream. Then I muddled a cherry, which that's my secret. Typically, I like to use the fancier cherries, but I had my Bada Bing cherries, which are like, they're not bad, but they're not the best.
Right.
Then I just mix that all up in a fennel with a little spoon and strain it into a glass with 1 scoop. As much ice cream as you want, go for it. That's not part of the ingredient. Go to town with the ice cream. I just did a scoop and then top it off with a cherry and then it's kind of, after it's all mixed together, it has the consistency of like a gin fizz, like a Ramos gin fizz.
Well, I have to say, so some of my favorite things on the planet are whiskey, ice cream, and cherry. So to me,
It's hard to go wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't go wrong with this
And
combo.
I just whipped this up like kind of in my head because I was like, I really like old fashions, but I didn't want to use like bitters like Ango because I was like, that makes it too. You might as well top me off in there too, buddy. You can't see this, but we're adding a little bit more.
A little more of the ancient age, one of our
Yes.
favorite low shelf
I like that and Old Crow. Call me crazy.
Oh, yeah, you are crazy.
I know. Whenever I hear that they have Old Crow as their well, I'm like, you know what? I don't hate it. I don't want like McCormick's, but I'll take Old Crow.
And you know what would go perfect with this? It just so happens to be on the table. Some Girl Scout cookies.
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect.
Kind of the perfect dessert.
combination.
Yeah.
So now that you're in a craft cocktail bar,
Yeah.
do you do this a lot?
Oh my gosh,
Thinking up different recipes?
All the time. I've played around because I went to Little Palace the other night with a couple friends and I got their like mezcal old fashioned with like the Aztec chocolate bitters. And I was like, okay, it was really, 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 really good. But like I said, I'm a bourbon girl. So when I went to work, we have everything under the sun. It might not be out at the bar, but behind the bar, like in the back, there are like crates and barrels of bitters and everything. So I went to work and I found lavender bitters, saffron bitters, vanilla bitters, toasted walnut bitters, black walnut bitters, almond bitters, chocolate bitter, like any bitter you could think of, like habanero bitters, tiki bitter, like everything. I was like, okay, now I see why this place rules because you can make actually any cocktail you want. So I was playing around and one night I had a guy, he stays at the hotel fairly often. He's really cool. It took a minute, I think, for me to warm up to him. But like after, I think I might have cracked like a wisecrack joke or something. And I think that made him like respect me. And now he loves me. So he asked for like, he's like, I've been drinking all day and I haven't slept for 36 hours.
Oh.
I needed an after dinner drink that tastes like dessert. And I was like, immediately I was like, chocolate bitters. So I kind of made kind of what I just did here, except no ice cream. But I did like cherry bitters, chocolate bitters, and like vanilla with bourbon. I muddled like hella cherries in there because I was like, mate wants it to be sweet. And then I did like a drizzle of like chocolate syrup, which I was like, this could really go really, really, really wrong. But I made it for him. I mean, I tasted it and I was like, I mean, I think it tastes great. But I don't know if maybe he would like it. So when I made it, I gave it to him. He didn't say anything. And I kept walking past him. He didn't say anything. And I was like, great. Like, and I was watching him and I'm like, he's not really even drinking it. I'm like, I really fucked up. Like, shit. I have to comp this. And then he leaves and he like stepped aside and he was like, Jordan, I didn't want to leave. That was so good. I was like, oh my God, I really thought you hated it. I was getting ready to like tell you that I got your bill covered because it was that shitty.
Is that so thrilling when you
oh my
get
God,
that
it's
kind of
so,
affirmation?
it's like, I feel like it's like having a God complex. I'm like, I'm invincible because I can get you drunk and you like it. I mean, you know, I'm like, who really?
That's actually...
Really, I mean, everyone likes getting drunk, but sometimes you don't like the way it tastes when you're getting drunk.
That's right.
That's true.
That's true.
So, I mean, like, how many times do you see people take shots and they need a chaser afterwards? They don't really like the process of getting drunk. They just want to be drunk. But
That's
I
true.
helped him get drunk and he liked it.
That's
I didn't even
awesome.
I didn't even have to do anything.
That's amazing.
That was the easiest.
You're just you,
Yes.
and you know how to put flavors together.
I know. It's fun being able to like be creative too, because my boss Kyle, he really encourages us to do that when we're slow. He's like, play around, go for it. We have all these cocktail books by the bar. We're totally allowed to play around. I mean, what's the worst that happens? We make it, and then if nobody wants to drink it, we just like comp it. It's not the end of the world. Like,
So
you know.
then when do you like run the cocktails by Kyle and say, hey, what do you...
And I don't have to. I can just. I think I can just make them, and then he's chill. I mean, I've done it before, and he was never mad. So, but he does like to know like what we're doing, especially if it's a good one, because then he will help us get it like on the menu. It would never be like, why did you make that? That was bad. It's always like, hell yeah, you made that. Should we like? One of the bartenders, B, made a twist on a Ramos Gin Fizz, but with ginger beer and like peach.
I remember that.
Yeah, and we sold it. Was called B's Gin Fizz,
Yes.
and like he encouraged her to do that, and then we sold it. And all of our house-made syrups for our like, we have a Scioto Mule, which is like basically our twist on a Moscow Mule, but we'll add a syrup in it that each bartender like rotates in making from like leftover fruit we have in the produce fridge. So that's like so cool that we can do that, because most bars are very by the book and they're like, no, that's just not protocol. But at Soul Bar, it's like, hell yes, we're
That's
gonna do
awesome.
that.
I love that.
Experiment.
Yeah.
So did you see the issue of 42 Plus magazine that had B in it?
Yeah.
Doing our cocktail tour. She's so cute.
I love
She's
her.
Just adorable.
She's so fun.
Great photo of her.
Oh my God, I know. She's so cool.
Wish
and
I
like
could
she
say
has
that
such
for
a
myself.
positive personality. Like whenever I'm around her, it's like she's a human Xanax, honestly. She's just There's nothing can go wrong when B's around.
That's awesome. All right, tell us more stories.
Okay, so, oh my God, I had this couple sitting at the bar, and it was like probably like the closing shift starts at 5. So, and it was, the sun wasn't down yet. So, and the candles weren't out yet. So that means it had to have been before 6. Plus, it was still happy hour, so it was definitely before 6. I'm saying, let's call it a healthy 5:30. And I look over and I see emotion that is all too familiar and all too foreign for me to be seeing out in public at 5 in the afternoon on a Wednesday. That would be a hand going up and down by the pants of a man behind the bar.
Oh my God.
I look over. Yes. I look.
No.
Yes. Swear.
God.
I look over, and mind you, it, like normally when I see something I shouldn't see in the corner of my eye, I very happily glance over as fast as possible. I knew what I might see if I glanced over, so I was very cautious about it. I was like, be careful. Nobody wants a lawsuit. So I'm trying to look over, and thankfully it was still in the pants, but the motion and the notion was all the same. And I look at them, and I actually say to them, can you not? It's happy hour, for God's sake. Like, wait till at least after happy hour when you're paying full price. This is tacky and you're embarrassing yourself. So I look at them, and they could tell that was just like I think they felt really dumb. So then they
Thank
moved.
goodness.
They moved over to a couch.
Oh, good.
That's when you
keeping
just,
it classy.
God, right? Keeping it classy. I was like, seriously, please, the sun isn't down. I haven't even lit the candles. The ambience is just for your own sake. This isn't the right time. Wait till a little later. Then I might give you a blanket or something. But that was pretty gnarly. Mind you, the other time, there was someone who was sitting in the chair. I think he was just a guest. Like, he wasn't staying at the hotel. I think he was just a wanderer. We get a lot of wanderers because we're open 24/7, 365.
Yeah.
This year, 366. And I'm like, okay, so
Thank you. Thank you for the
just so you know, it was
leap
leap
year
year.
joke.
Thank you. I got an extra
Plug.
day to save up my rent money. I'll be thankful forever. So this guy is sitting at one of the chairs that are facing the windows onto High Street. And I wasn't there for this, but I heard the story and it was great. So this guy is jerking it, and I'm like, what? Why do people do that in hotels? I had my own experience in Cincinnati where I experienced someone doing the same thing when my mom and I were there. I'm like, why do people do this in hotels so freely? Like, they have cameras. It's weird. Go home or get a room. And
It's weird to not do it outside of your own home.
yeah, like, what are you doing? Like, what? So this guy is sitting there, and no one knew at the hotel that it was happening yet, because, like, if you're in the hotel, we're not going to bother you if you're sitting in one of the chairs. Like, you're more than welcome to sit there and mind your own business. But I guess one of the female was walking on the street and, like, threw her drink at the window.
Oh my God.
And that got our attention. So front desk goes over, and that's when they see it happening. So they kick the guy out, and he proceeds to finish in front of the window.
my
People are disgusting. So that's what I mean about crazy people coming in. This place is the classiest, most beautiful hotel I've ever been in, and I'm obsessed with it, and everybody loves it. But that doesn't mean that because we're open all the time, at 3 a.m. on a Tuesday, you're gonna get some weirdos if you're the only place open.
That's a little scary.
Like, yeah. But we have security, and they're awesome. Like, they're hidden behind this little, I don't even know, whatever. They're hidden behind this little secret door right in front of the elevators. So, like, when they need to come out, I've seen it happen where I've had to call security because the other night I smelled this familiar smell. I'm like, is it me? What is that smell? It smelled like pot and or a cigarette. Couldn't tell, but it was someone was smoking something. And I am like, someone is in the bathroom smoking cigarettes. I'm like, someone is in the bathroom smoking a cigarette. Like, I was like, who does that? So I tell security, 2 seconds. He was right there knocking on the door, and he was like, ma'am, he goes, you have 2 minutes before I open the door. Because, I mean, it's a bathroom. You can't barge in.
Right.
And so the woman, he goes, are you smoking in there? And she goes, no. And he goes, ma'am, you have 2 minutes before I'm coming in. And meanwhile, front desk has already gotten his little makeshift key to be able to open that door. And I'm like, you can open it? And he goes, yeah. And he's like showing me how to do it. Meanwhile, this woman is like ashing out her Newport 100 in the toilet trying to flush it, but it didn't flush all the way. So we open the door and she leaves, and I go in the bathroom, and I'm like, there is no denying this woman just smoked in here. And we look in the toilet, and there's like 4 ashed cigarettes. So I had to stay like an hour when I was supposed to leave. It was already like 2, so I didn't get home till 3, whatever. I was still on the clock. Who cares? And I was like airing out this bathroom, like aerating it, propping open doors, like getting cleaning supplies from the 3rd floor. It was
so rude.
I know. But like when we have little like logs that we write every time we leave. Like it's a little Google Doc. So I wrote like in my little Google Doc, I was like, slow night, except for the woman that decided to use us as her own personal patio or home basement. And like no one would get in trouble for that. But it's just like people can be like really, but it's because we're so nice there. Like if you want to use the bathroom, like, okay, just don't be a dick.
Yeah.
And people can be dicks, but that's why we have security. Because in 2 seconds, Alonzo was on her like white on rice. She had no chance in hell. But yeah, that was pretty fun.
Well, it's good to know that you're safe when you're there at 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever.
And it's for like people staying there too. Everybody is like so safe.
So how late is the bar open?
I mean, it's just like any bar, so 2:30, but we have the power. Like Kyle wouldn't want us, no one would want us to stay there until 2:30 in the morning on a Sunday if there's not been a customer since 11.
Right.
So on Google, it says we close at 11, but we can be open till 2:30.
Oh, okay.
But I typically will stay open until 12:30, like firm in my mind. I'll be like, I'm staying open till 12:30 on Sundays. But if people are there, I'll stay open till like as late as you want. Like I don't even care. It's 3 a.m. Let's pop bottles. But when it's sometimes if it's like really slow and it's like a night where it shouldn't be, like if I work on a Tuesday and typically that's a pretty big night, but if there's nobody there and it's 11:30 and I can like ask the front desk, how many check-ins do we have? And they'll be like, we only have 2 more. I'll be like, those 2 people, I'm not going to bank on them being my money. So I can close.
Right.
But I like to stay open. We all want to stay open because we all want to make money.
Sure.
But we have the freedom to close if we know we're wasting everyone's time.
Yeah. So I love the, what do you call it? Bubbles on high? Is that what it is?
Sparkling on high.
Sparkling on high. Yeah. I love that. It's a great way to taste high-end champagnes without spending very much money.
I know. We'll have like champagnes that are a glass is $68. I sold one the other night. It was $68 a glass, but it was for one of the vendors. Secretly, I didn't know that until she left, and she left her Laurent Perrier card there. I was like, oh my God. But you can try that, and it's $25 for 4.
$25 for 4. What? They're not full.
It's like an ounce and a half, but if we like you, it's 2 ounces.
Yeah, and but you can try a Dom Perignon.
Oh my God, yeah,
vintage. A lot of people have never had.
And what's cool is after that's over, if it's in the refrigerator, I mean, it goes bad after like 2 days. If it's that nice, we're like, taste it. I mean, go for it. Like, it's cool because after we had our little like craft or our we did the cocktail competition and Birch and B were doing it. There was all these leftover Knob Creek bottles full of their drink and like Kyle was giving them to all of us. So I got to take one home. It didn't last very long, but I got to take it home.
That was a good cocktail.
It was a really good cocktail.
He infused the walnuts himself with banana. Oh my gosh, it was really good.
It's amazing. I was reading something the other day. I can't remember who it was, but somebody had a bottle of champagne that was open for like a day and a half, 2 days, and it wasn't it was on the verge of not being drinkable.
Yeah.
So she made a simple syrup out of it.
Yeah.
I say she, I feel like it was a female bartender. Made a simple syrup out of the champagne, which
Yeah,
I think
no
is an
doubt.
amazing
It was
idea.
your Louisville friend.
Oh yeah, the cocktail Contessa. Yeah, that's right. I thought that was pretty brilliant. We talked about the sparkling on high. You also do on Fridays. You do a whiskey tasting.
Yes,
that's
whiskey
pretty
on
amazing
high.
as well.
It's pretty jamming, especially if you like that brown water. It's my favorite. So if you want to sit down and taste a bunch of fancy bourbons, whiskeys, scotch. I mean, no, not scotch, but well, maybe, who knows?
Maybe, yeah.
You can taste all of it, and it's amazing because you can sit there and it's $25. You're basically getting like 2 ounces, but maybe like 3 ounces, but you're getting the nicest stuff. It's stuff that you couldn't even get for an ounce pour for $25.
Well, if you're doing 4, 2 ounces is plenty.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Yeah.
And, I mean, and it's great because then like once you're like, oh, my bad, then you just get a soul burger and you're fine.
Exactly. Ooh,
Plugging
and
that in.
Sundays,
I'm
burgers
plugging
and
that in
fries.
because I'm the Sunday night bartender. So Sunday nights, it's a $10. You get burger, the soul burger, which is amazing. Typically, it's like $18. Fries, and like a massive draft beer
for $10.
$10.
That's amazing.
It's like a 24-ounce beer
From what time span on Sunday? All day?
all day.
Oh.
I mean, you could get it at 8 in the morning if you wanted to.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
good to know.
I mean, but actually it ends at 11 when the kitchen closes, but it's all day essentially.
nice. I love that.
So I'm thinking like pre-gaming for Sunday Fun Day some weekend.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and that's
Go in there
like
for lunch.
that's like my favorite hangover food is
A burger.
burgers, fries,
Yeah.
and a beer. Yeah,
And it's a good burger, and
It's
it's
a great
good
burger.
fries, and
Yeah.
it's a good beer.
because you guys share the kitchen with the Guild House,
Yeah,
right?
so we basically have all the benefits of being a Cameron Mitchell restaurant without having to be a Cameron Mitchell restaurant. I get the chefs, I get the food, the produce, the meat, the poultry, everything. I get all of the bomb stuff, but I don't have to like go to a Cameron Mitchell meeting or something. Or I don't have to
nice.
carry that little red book and say yes is the answer, what's the question. I get to tell someone no. If we don't have it, I'm sorry, we don't fucking have it.
That's awesome. All right, any other stories you want to share with us?
Oh man. Man, put me on the spot. I'm trying to think.
If not, that's okay. It's okay.
I mean,
we
just
have
invite me
time.
back next time.
Absolutely,
Because
we
then
would
I'm
love
going to
to
have
you
way
back.
more. And I'll have more time to create a banging cocktail. Not
There
that this
you
one
go.
wasn't bomb, but
It was-
I'm
it
going to
was
really knock
really
your
good.
socks off next time with something that's not bourbon.
It's amazing. It was amazing. Well, Jordan Garber, thank you so much for
Thank you
being
for
our
having
guest
me.
tonight. We really appreciate it. Your cocktail
fun.
was delicious. And listeners, please get to the Soul Bar any day, but particularly on Sundays to
Yes,
see
Sunday
Jordan.
nights, you see me. Yes, I go in at 5.
When else
Awesome.
are you there?
Tuesday nights, Monday nights, and Thursday and Friday mornings. But
Okay.
I mean, my schedule usually changes, but Sundays are always mine.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yes.
All right. Well, thanks
Awesome.
again for coming. Cheers.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Listeners, please rate, review, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Seabus Craft Cocktail Tour. Visit our website at columbuscraftcocktailtour.com for cocktail tour dates, women and whiskey tastings, special events, merchandise, and if you're looking for a gift for that special person in your life, get them a gift card to our cocktail tour. Thank you to our producer, Greg Hansberry, and to the biographer for our original music. And please remember to drink responsibly and be cocktail curious. Cheers.